Hello. And I don't even know how to do this because it's been...
Hello, and welcome back to the Wayward Inquisition.
Perfect.
Today, my God, is it a day? Because today we are back to what started the foundation of this entire channel. And it starts with the word of treachery. But it is not the treachery that we remember. No, it is not. It is a brand new, wonderful world of creation from the mastermind behind the Wayward Inquisition, Courtney.
That's me, apparently.
And what shall you say type of treachery is this? It is a treachery of deep darkness that we have not yet discovered, because we do not know what you would call a Lord's Gambit.
It's true.
But join us as we start the very first foray into a world of mysticals or non-mysticals with the start of Treachery, a Lord's Gambit.
I don't know why any of us ever try when Patrick can just pull that out of his butt.
Well, now you just ruined the whole immersion.
So great. I don't have an opener like I did last time. I told you I'm not the same person you knew before.
It's all right. I'll just pull stuff out of my butt.
I did not prepare as well as I wanted to. Like I told Jonas last time, I didn't work at all. And I had like 2 years to come up with all of this because I had tried to previously play it with other people. This time, I had all of this on top of full-time work, on top of everything we did at the end of the year.
Boy, the end of the year, it was hopping.
It was bopping.
And it was scooting.
Yeah. So this I have it. I have the same kind of grasp that a baby has on a hand of rice. That's the kind of habit I have.
That's a pretty good grip.
But how much rice is in that hand?
About 3
Well,
pieces.
that doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
But those 3 pieces are held real tight.
it's the only hand I've got on it. So first, what I can do is kind of explain to you where you're at and
Ooh, yes,
a
please.
general idea of what that means. You're in the continent of Hailway. We are still on Siovana. You are now in the continent of Hailway, which is on the other side of the planet to where we were before, which was Indigo North. And Hailway takes up the majority, if not all, of that spot on the planet.
Oh.
It is massive. You can fit 3 Indigo Norths, perhaps 4, in Hailway. Take all of Europe and how it's literally one side of the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one continent. That's just Hailway. And it is split up into 3 different districts. Well, known districts. And then there are 2 other ones that are mild. So there's District 1. There's District 2. And there is, of course, you guessed it, District 3. I'll actually send you all the map.
So which one's in rebellion against the capital?
Correct, basically. Yeah, you make joke, but you don't know how right you are, sir. Because then there's also the Commonwealth United. And they split off from they're like an organization of a rebellion from all of the districts. A group of people who decided that they didn't like being under the rule of any kind of elite and decided that a commonwealth would be better for the people. And of course, they are the smallest province, of the continent because of that. And then the largest swath of the land is the Uncharted Lands. Of course, that's exactly what that means. They are lands that have been majority uncharted. And it's...
I just figured out a 5th business venture.
It is, you would know, it is the priority of each district, and not, of course, of the Commonwealth, but of each district to be the first to conquer and claim any kind of land in the Uncharted Lands. But it is known to be a difficult venture. Generally, it's a no-go. It is a no man's land, wasteland of nonsense. Beasts, bad living conditions, horrible fogs, basically it's unlivable, but each person, each high-ranking person in each district is trying to find some way to claim land for their district. And I sent both of you all the maps, so you know.
Yes, that is what I'm pulling up now. Let me
The
just
map.
enhance.
That's the best way to look at it because it's a big map.
Yes, District 1, District 2, District 3. Uncharted lands. That's a pretty big swath of land to be uncharted.
That's correct.
I know a guy who could chart that land pretty fast.
And as I said, it's huge. This continent is
Hang on.
huge.
What's this down here? District 1 Railway.
That's correct.
District 2 Railway.
Yeah. So you would know that.
Jonas,
Yes.
there's border.
What?
There's border walls?
Yes. You would
Yes.
know that each district and the Commonwealth itself have been walled off from each other.
Oh.
They are both walled off from each other and also walled off from the uncharted lands. That's how it has been split up. And when I say walled off, I mean tall walls. Not scalable unless you plan on spending the whole day trying to get up and the whole day getting back down. Tall, massive, thick, copper, iron, steel walls. They are only opened in specific locations through giant gates. I say gates, they're mechanical doors. They're mechanical doors that are heavily guarded by both sides. And they usually all go through one another. So you can go through, if you want to get to District 1, you can go through District 2 to get back to District 3. Mostly because a lot of people, like I said, don't want to go through the uncharted lands to try to, get anywhere, because that's incredibly dangerous.
Even though there's one
However-
railway that goes through there.
That's correct. The District 3 thought it would be wise to try and place some kind of track on the other side to try and see if they could, see what's going on out there. And so they put a railway right on the curve of the uncharted lands to get to District 1 because they didn't want to have to go through District 2 because they're not super fond of District 2. But they thought they could do it that way and it'd be easier. And District 2, it says railway. Through District 2, you actually have to take waterway.
Ooh.
You can take a railway, but because it's faster to get from District 3 into District 1, that's the railway. But to get from District 1 into District 2, and then from District 2 into District 3, you have to kind of swap.
I know
There's a
dwarf that
trade-off
could help
point.
with that.
District 1 and District 2 are sworn enemies. They are not fond of one another at all. None of the districts are really fond of one another, but, they can at least get along just to do business if need be, except District 1 and District 2. They're not friends. District 3 is big enough that it is run by 5 people, whereas District 1 and District 2 are run by single people. We are in an era of industry at the moment. So everyone is inventing something or trying to, if you're some type of elite anyway. There is a very harsh line between upper class and everyone below that. There are middle ground people, but they are few and far between. It is mostly very upper class people, the elites who run everything, and then everyone below that. Think the very definition of steampunk, Indo-punk. Everywhere you go, there are alleyways that are filled with begging people. The ground is made of cobblestone here and there. It's also made of, actual cement or gravel road. So it's not dirt, it's not grass, it's very industrialized, civilized. Everything is made of brick, mortar, cement walls, that sort of stuff. And there is industry everywhere. Smog is the air we breathe. It is all made of steampunk, steam engine, water, whatever you can think of. That's what we're doing here. Trying to think. There's an overflux of certain people in District 2 because District 2 is very small.
So District 2 a little crowded.
Yeah, because it's pretty small. But each district has its own thing they do better than everyone else, of course. But from there, it is still generally the same. Copper, brass, steel, everything like that. Magic, not a thing. This is about 450, 500 years in the future from where we were in Indigo North. So, yes.
Whoa.
What district am I from?
I'll tell you that in a minute.
Okay.
Stop getting ahead of me.
Oh.
450, 500 years in the future. And magic is kind of more of how we imagine magic now. Very mythical, fun to hear stories about. Generally, if somebody says they're magically inclined, they're weird. But there are mages here and there. They're usually wizards. But those are very old people, usually, not very young people. They've been around for a long time. And so they're more seen as elders and a little kooky. But they have their towers in each district. District 3 would have a little bit more. They'd probably have like 3 or 4 because they're so big. And then probably 1 in District 2 and maybe 2 in District 1. Outside of that, magic is not practiced. The only kind of magic that is practiced is by the church, and it is the church, the singular church. Everything else that you may worship, very weird, very outcast. What do these people worship? Yeah, we don't know. It's like an undenominational church. It is the church of...
The church.
Yep, it's the church of the church. You go there to get blessings, you go there to get healed, you go there, there are exorcisms that take place, everything that you could need, the church does for you. And it's very slightly rumored. Very slightly. It's how we have our own conspiracies. That the church and the government are very closely tied together. Now, there are some people who will still worship gods, ? There are none of those. There is no God. We live our life as we live our life. There is nobody who intervenes on our behalf. There's nobody up there in the sky. There's no magic and no goblins and no monsters. It's just us. Now, us does refer to different races that we know of in the world, which are, of course, tieflings, elves, half-elves, genasi, that sort of stuff. But there are no monster types. So there might be a half-orc. That's very rare, though. There are no orcs. There are no goblins or gremlins or literally anything you'd know. Dragons. There are no bad guys. Unless
Districts
it's just
1, 2, 3 in the governing lands.
yes,
it's a pretty
correct.
large swath of land up there.
Yeah, that's exactly correct. Those are the nightmares that you can imagine. Everybody tells their kids about, like, don't go, past the wall. You don't know what could be out there. There could be dragons out there that could eat you, or goblins that will tear you apart. That sort of stuff. But nobody's actually seen anything like that in years, long enough that they're a myth. I think that's pretty much it, unless you all have... I know that you had a question about where you're from.
Yes, where's my dwarven hole where all of my companies are?
Yes, I was going to say that too. You do have dwarves who live underground, and also there are floating city here and there. It's a very new project that people are trying, so there's not many people that exist on it or around it. Most of it's, if there is a thing for it, a lot of people do not live underneath it, just in case. It is a testing ground. But it's mostly in District 3. They're the first ones who started it. So, your holes, just dwarven holes in general, there's not going to be any in District 2.
Okay.
There is one in District 1 that is closer to the north. And then there is about 3 in District 3. Because it's the biggest swath of land. There's one closer to the port down south, southwest. There's one closer to the city central, which you see those little circles in each one are the capitals. And then there's going to be closer one to the Commonwealth, so northeast-ish. There are ports to each of these, of course, and it is nothing but cities. You know, there's no grassy lands, really. There's, like, maybe some trees here and there.
Mhm.
It is majority cityscape. Pretty cityscape, and then, you know, the ghetto. So, yeah. You all are from District 3, the both of you are.
Okay.
Excellent.
Missed the T in that district.
Hmm?
I didn't spell district right. I didn't put the T on the end.
District.
District.
You gotta have tea.
So, yeah, you two are from District 3. Both of you.
Okay.
If you'd like to introduce your characters first. Patrick, you go first.
I shall be playing Braxt Ember Milan. He is a mountain dwarf, all of 4 foot 6 inches. He is a man of many talents, many companies that he owns, many investments that have made him a quite wealthy and quite bored dwarf. He has been trained by the greatest fighters in the land, the greatest sword sellers in the land, the greatest smiths in the land, all at a hefty, hefty price. He is a master of the martial arts. He is training to be a master of the magics that they have said is long past forgotten. And what does he look like, you dare say? Well, I can tell you this. He has a very, very large pointy wizard's hat that is blue with wonderful white stars on it. He has a giant robe that goes out way too far for any person that should be able to walk around on their own. That is also blue with pretty white stars. He clinks and clatters every time he walks. What's under the robes, you ask? You'll find out later. But what he does is he goes around, he takes pre-orders for his wonderful inventions, and then runs away. That is Braxt Ember.
You are
Milan.
one of the elites in the world, in the continent. So, yes. Just wanted to point that out there. You are one of the higher up elites. One of the contributing members of society that, because of how much money you make, nobody asks you questions, really. They just kind of let you do what you want.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Well,
And Jonas?
well, lucky me. I get to travel with such a fine, stalwart gentleman. I am Jabari Adon. I'm a 5'6" human man, nice dark black skin. I have black irises. I am a man of the cloth. I follow the gods, and I do their bidding if I so choose. It's kind of, you feel it out, you know. And I have been hired on by this wonderful gentleman beside me to train him in his magical ways that he does.
Yep. Jonas is a priest of sorts. Priest of the church.
What do you mean of sorts? I am the very model of churchdom.
That's about right, yeah. Adon is a priest of the church. He works specifically in exorcisms, but does, of course, other things, as he is currently teaching you, by grace of the church, your magic.
I make a lot of contributions to the church.
Yep, they
Yes,
allow
we
it.
Thank you for that.
They allow it because of your heavy donations that are both going to Adon to help you, teach you and feed you, and then also going straight to the church, allowing them to have somebody that is a part of their exorcism program away from work to assist you. And of course, it's all because of your last name and the money you make.
Yes.
If you were anyone else, you might get exorcised.
Eat crap and go away.
Exactly.
And please, just call me Adon. Jabari's such a dull name.
I sense there's some things there we're not going to go into.
Anyway,
Oh, that's just your magic blooming.
you two have been partnered for, I would say, the better half of 2 years, closer to 3 years. You have paid this man, for some reason, to teach you how to learn magic.
Yes, I'm
Which
an
you
excellent teacher.
Think is working. Everything that you can imagine is that it's working. You are a father, correct?
Yes.
Of 5 children? 6 children?
That he knows
8
of.
children. 10 children. Oh my god, let me write that down, because I definitely had 5 children. Father of 10. Lord Jesus.
She's still not asking the right question.
I'm not asking the right question?
How many wives have I had?
I thought it was 1.
I have one currently.
That makes sense that you would have many wives, considering how annoying you
Yes,
are.
how old are you?
I am a brisk and young 89.
Oh my god.
89, my.
How old do dwarves live? Is it normal? Human?
Dwarves?
Yeah.
They have
Usually like
400,
300.
I think.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, you are kind of young then.
Young enough to be,
How many wives have you had, sir?
I've had 2 before this one.
Has had 3 wives. So not all of your children live with you.
None of them are with me now.
It's because your current wife you don't have children with.
No, there's one with her.
I'm gonna need you to write all that down. Anyway.
I based this off of one very specific man. I got to do the whole trope.
You're right. Oh my god. Didn't I tell you? I didn't tell you. I told you on our way to the Magical Midwinter Market that I had a guy made after somebody important. But I don't know if I told you who it was. I didn't.
Oh, no, you did not.
Oh
No.
my god.
Is this gonna come
Because you
to
wanted it to be a
I
surprise.
did.
Is this gonna come to a?
It's gonna be so good. I absolutely forgot about that. Anyway.
This is going to be awesome.
This is gonna be so crazy. Oh my god. This book is gonna be ridiculous. Anyway. So okay. You live more on the outside of the city. I mean, you live in the city because everyone lives in the city pretty much. But you don't live directly in the capital. You live a little bit further away from the capital. And you have secured a place for Adon to stay so that he's easily accessible to you. So I don't remember if we said what that was, whether it's like a pool house in your backyard or something, you would have some land, enough to have like maybe a house behind you.
Yeah, he's in the pool house.
But that's not what everyone else is afforded. Usually it is complex living. So like house on top of house on top of house sort of thing. Very squished together, the ghetto. But, of course, the elites get to have a little bit more space as to what they want. But, so you two are in close quarters of each other in case in the middle of the night you randomly get a spurt of, I need to know how to do this magic trick. Because you're you, and I'm sure you do that.
I don't sleep.
No. King
I
George.
don't sleep.
You don't. I love it.
Oh, boy. But currently, unless you have any other questions about yourself and what your life is like.
Oh, the questions of life. Oh, we're all searching for that answer, aren't we?
I did at least go through a lot with Jonas, so he's generally aware of what's going on. But unless you just want to go into it completely blind, we can just keep going.
All right. How well am I established in this city?
Very well. People know who you are.
Very well.
Like I said, enough that almost all of the other elites, especially in District 3, know who you are. The other districts might be a little like District 2 probably doesn't know who you are all that much. And District 1 would vaguely know who you are. They would know that you're elite enough anyway.
Cool. Is it my railroad?
No. It's not. No, not with your fallen through promises, my friend.
I said my manufacturing was legit.
It can be. You can have helped design the cars.
Yay! Do I have storefronts?
Do you have storefronts? Yeah, you can have in District 3.
Yes.
You can have storefronts. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And my fake banks.
Yeah. You can have a few fake banks in District 3. Yes.
Wait, fake? What did I
You don't know they're fake.
Where did
Yeah.
I send my money to?
There are other banks.
You can still get your money out of my
Yours
banks.
is more given to you because of how much money you're putting into the government. And you kind of understand that, but don't really. You're very in your own world. And you think the world revolves around you. And it doesn't. But everyone allows you to think that because of how much money you have. Money is weird here. It is copper and gold. There is silver is passed between the poor, but those are smaller forms of payment. Most poor people, more barter and trade services or goods. The elite trade gold. They use gold as their currency. If you have gold coin on you, it's good. And the coins are more like credits from Star Wars. Not in the technical sense, but in the shape. It's more of like
it's not like we have coins.
Correct.
We have
They're like
cards.
Yeah, they're like little rectangles that are edged. They're really nice. They're enough that you can fit them in a little purse or whatever.
Oh, there's a
so
company in Swiss
that's-
that makes gold bars like that, where they
Yeah.
fit in your wallet.
And they're
It's
really
credit card size.
thin.
Yep.
Those are the gold ones. The gold ones are a little bit about that, and then the copper ones are maybe just a little bit smaller. And they fit right in a little coin purse or in your pocket or whatever you want. So yeah, because you give a lot of that, you are allowed to do whatever you want. And you would know a lot of the elite around here as well, just by look. From what you understand, they treat you with a lot of respect.
Of course they do.
They really think you're just a swell guy.
Of course they
And
do.
you think that about pretty much everyone else, I'm sure.
Of course I
Except
do.
for a singular individual whom you've never met.
Yep. That's long centuries dead.
Yeah.
From the other side of the world.
Correct.
Screw you, Armenians.
This is literally a personal vendetta that Patrick has brought over and had immediately had that idea the moment we ended Governor's Secret.
Which you should watch.
I'll remake all of your magical stuff without magic.
Not with those empty promises, you won't.
I'm raising the capital.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
But yeah, you are very well established. People know you. People know your last name. Yeah, you're an established man. And treated as such. I mean, like I said, from what you can tell, everybody treats you with respect.
I would also like to point out that my current wife is not a dwarf.
Is not a dwarf?
Not a dwarf.
Of course she's not.
She is an elf.
Of course she is.
She's a very well-known singer. Did you know that was the last one?
I didn't know that.
Yes,
Is she younger than you, sir?
very much.
Okay. Yep, okay.
Her name is Navara.
Navara, do you all have a good relationship?
I haven't seen her in 3 years.
Haven't seen...
She lives with the children in the dwarven area.
Okay, it's not what I was expecting, but you're married.
I assume I'm still married.
Wow. Okay.
She likes my money.
And along with that, just so everyone knows, the races are very evenly split between everywhere. There is not a specific place where one race is more populated than another. It is very much split how it's split.
Cool. What's the good old-fashioned D&D racism here?
There's not really. It's,
Okay, so it's just
classism.
class war.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
classism.
Just classism.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's not like the majority of people that are elves are the rich ones. It is very evenly split, honestly. It is the ratio is not based on race as it is, you know, where you were born and whom you were born to.
And how much money you make.
Exactly. And pretty much what you make of yourself. I would say tieflings are just a little bit more edged off just because, I mean, they're the race, and orcs, like half orcs, they're the race that look more like monsters, like how people know them. But it's not any more so than like if an elf was poor, you know what I mean? If there was a high-ranking tiefling, people would be like, that guy's weird, but he'd be treated better than a low-class elf. So.
Nice.
So, unless you have any other questions.
No, the world revolves around me.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty much how you live your life. So, yep, that's just only mildly different than Tyrell. Only mildly. I know, I miss him. It's weird not to play them. Anyway, so then we will get started. How you all are right now is one day you got an itch in your pants about wanting more wizard books. You didn't have enough wizard scrolls. You didn't have enough things to learn. What Adon was teaching you was very semantic. You wanted more tangible things. And so you said, we need to go find a man who might be able to sell me some books. So you try and visit some people that you know of that will give you answers to what you're looking for. They tell you that you can find more scrolls or books of magical kind in District 1. And you believe them because you paid them. So why would they lie to you? And Adon, you would know these guys have no idea what they're talking about. They just got paid. Because when you walked up to them, they had no clue what he was asking about until he showed them the little gold slides. And then suddenly knew exactly where to find them.
Yes, don't worry. I'm sure we will find them in District 1. Plenty. It's been a while since I've traveled around. This will be a fun adventure for us.
Well, the best thing we could do while we are there is for me to get a little bit more of my foothold over there, just expand the market.
Oh, yes, you are quite the capitalist.
But first we find my books.
First your books.
What you teach me, what you tell me, it's all fine and dandy, but I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready for the next step.
And I agree. You are most ready for that next step.
So,
And he'll pull his dreads back and be like, let's go.
just to add to more description, Adon is wearing priest robes. They are white with red lining, some intricate designs.
Yeah, ornate.
Definitely church garb. And people would recognize him as well as a priest of the church, TM. So, yeah. But he also has I wouldn't think that you carry it around on you, though. Your sword.
Oh, no,
That's not something that is generally useful in daily life.
only if I'm going on exorcism.
Anyway.
Those demons, oh my gosh, those tricky bastards. Sometimes you just gotta cut the head off. Oh, sorry, girl, Gram. She's in a better place, baby.
Maybe. Depends on how much you donated to the church. Anyway, so with that, armed with that information and Adon's wonderful guidance, you all set off to District 1, which of course you all have been to the different districts before. Not very often enough to feel comfortable, but you still don't know everything about each district. I would think you probably do just in your time and all, being elite and stuff. I would think not so much you.
No.
You don't know everything about it, but you're comfortable enough because you've spent enough time with Braxt that you've been there maybe a time or two, and so you're kind of used to the travel. You know that it's going to take 2.5 weeks by train.
We're back to this.
Yep, it's a huge continent. And I say that, and these trains go fast. Because this place is huge. Remember, I said, I didn't
Bigger.
say it here, it takes up the entire other side of the planet, pretty much. It is wide, and it is wide. So, it's going to take a good amount of time. And you know that one of those days is car inspection. Because each time you go to an entrance, you gotta be stopped completely. The train literally stops. And it's kind of a station where you can get out and, stretch your legs, but that's about it.
It's border patrol.
Correct. You get checked. Every car gets checked, and it's a pretty long car. It's probably like 20, 25 cars. And they're big enough spaces that it's a room stay. And the front is always the nicest, of course, and the back is bunk beds for the poor. What?
You said 2 weeks?
2.5.
I'm an elite.
Yes,
I helped design these cars.
that's correct.
I have a private car that I attach to whatever train I want. Because that's how they used to do it back in the day.
Yeah, that's fine. Trying to think about where that would... Yeah, I guess they could just... Kunk, whoop, bloop. Because it does very much... It's not like the arcane train, which seems to be very one entity and then just kind of bends. This is very...
Train.
Steam engine train.
Nice.
It's a steam engine that I'm definitely not ripping off to put in my mine shafts.
Correct.
No, you can put something much better up there.
But, yes, that's fine. So I'm sure that you're like, I want it in the very front, and unless somebody who's higher ranked than you, which is few and far between, because it's just like upper class, there's not really anybody, unless they just give more money and you don't care. It's kind of more like that. You can be as far up in the front
Let me
if you want.
disrupt all the peasants' day
Yeah.
to rearrange the train
No, it's
for my car.
It really is like that. A lot of the elite don't really even give much credence to anybody below them. I mean, especially you, Mister. I live in my own world. If you're a higher up elite, they're peasants, and we affect their lives. That's okay, I guess. Yeah. So.
Because I'm awesome.
Correct.
You are. I agree.
So put your car in. It is one of the first ones checked, obviously. Since they know you, they don't do too much checking. They're just like, oh, there you are. And your stuff, yeah, you look fine. Great. Continue
Now,
on.
Have you all been keeping up with your prayers?
Sure.
While he's saying that, I'm tipping the inspectors.
Yeah, and they're just,
It's
just
just like
taking it from you.
a
Oh, thank
credit,
you.
a credit, a
Thank you.
credit.
Yep, and it's not even it doesn't seem like a surprising thing to them. That not that they expected it, but they didn't unexpect it. So when you start doing it, they're just like, hey, thanks. Corrupt to the core. It's not even thought about. They just accept whatever bribe you give them. The police state does not care to get bribed. And that's very obvious to literally everyone. It's not an underhanded thing.
Yeah.
Everyone can tell.
Yeah, because I'm basically a walking bomb.
Yeah.
Yep.
And nobody says anything about it
Nope.
because you're giving them credits.
Yep. Because I'm a wizard.
Correct. Sure. But yeah, the constable looks around, makes sure there's nothing going on, and he's very steampunk. He's got a very nice suit on. It's got like brass shoulder pads. He has a device in his hand. It's very rudimentary. It moves, clocks, clicks, and somehow he's putting something in on it that just kind of checks off whatever's going on. And once he's got the captain's hats that like some police officers will wear, not the sheriff hats, but the little captain hats.
Yeah.
Got that, has a brass top, brass bill on it, the little symbol of District 3, and then he's got a nice cop mustache, of course, because I love those. And he's a human, and he's just walking around making sure everything is good, just doing his job. And once you pay off the other officers, he sticks his hand out.
He gets a gold one.
Yeah, he does. And he puts it in his pocket and says, nice doing business with you. And then walks out to the next car. That you can hear also just is given money and they walk out.
Yeah.
And then further on down the line, as they
Yeah.
get closer to the end, they throw people out. They start pulling things off these people. They start, taking their bags and shoving them back in.
I love police states.
And nobody
I love traveling with you.
nobody blinks, nobody looks twice. It's just how, the world works now. Nobody really thinks about it. And then once all that's finished and everything's good to go, everybody loads back up and you get going. And you do go through, of course, the uncharted lands, and you do have windows.
Oh, Adon. This is my favorite part of any journey that we go on.
Really?
Look out this window. You see all of that out there.
Yes.
All of that.
And it is wasteland.
Imagine the treasures that are waiting to be unfolded.
Ooh,
Anything you could find.
anything.
You and me. If we could survive, could have our own District 4.
Oh, I do like the sound of that.
There could be mines of gold, treasures, new species to put in the menageries at home.
I do like nude species.
New.
Yes, that's what I
New.
said.
No, you said new.
No. You're hearing. I keep telling you, you can't cast magic so close to your ears.
Yeah, I probably have had a few of these concoctions go off. But just think, with the backing of the church, I could lead an expedition and set up posts. Mining posts, drilling posts.
Let's do something a bit more exciting.
Oh, yes, we have to find the books first.
Well, the books, we could build a couple brothels out there. Everyone needs a good, well, you get it.
There wouldn't be any, there's nobody out there.
That's why it's perfect. They would flock to us.
Who?
I don't know, the people you do business with. I'm not a businessman.
They bring their own entertainment.
Oh, by Aphrodite.
You are the weirdest man they could have ever hired to teach me.
No, no, no.
But you have done a great work, so I will ignore it.
You flatter me too much, sir.
And in the what's the color? Like I don't want to say too copper. It's not necessarily copper, but it is a very orangey brown fog that's out there. Very thick. You can only see maybe a couple 100 yards. You see shadows of things that you can't comprehend or make sense of. You hear vague noises because these aren't super soundproof walls, but you don't know what they are, and they are kind of muddled out by the sound of the rail cars. So, but it is definitely wasteland. You don't really see trees. The ground is definitely mud and dirt. I don't really see grass.
Oh, this is perfect oil fields.
Oh. Are you thinking about a way for us to breathe out there? I don't know if you can see that, but
It does hang very low, too.
Ah, you know what? Just like whenever you were teaching me the wonderful spell of water breathing.
Oh, yes.
He reaches into his cloak where his backpack is and pulls out his...
So do you just look like you have a hunchback then?
Yes. With two little handles sticking out on each side.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I am very oddly shaped underneath of the...
Very lumpy.
Very lumpy under the
Yes.
robe. And I pull out what looks like a cane. And I extend out the wood. Of course, it is the whole... And it's got a weird little thing on the end. And I put it in my mouth. And I lean my head over. So it's sticking up. And I go... We can make longer ones.
Oh, yes.
And maybe those the charcoal filters that I've been working on for my experimental engine. We could put that on the top to help filter out some of the toxins.
Well, you would know better than I in this regard, but just don't forget that you have to channel your magic through that tube to help filter out any arcane parasites that there might be.
Oh, I should practice now. And he just
Yes.
sits down, and his face goes bright red because he's concentrating so hard to put all of his magic into it
Yeah.
to breathe through it, even though it's literally just a curved breathing rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it's you're doing great. Keep that concentration up. Let's don't forget to breathe, of course. I can't have my benefactor dying on me.
Gotta get that paycheck.
Yeah, and that's what he does for, like 20 minutes until his face is so red and he's sweating profusely.
Oh, all right. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Channeling all of this magic is quite taxing and straining on the neck muscles.
Yes, you'll get used to it, and remember, everyone's magic is a bit different. I mean, you've seen mine, and ours is very different from each other.
It is. But you've earned some of your own time. So I'm going to go back to tinkering on my next big project. And you go make whatever weird noise it is that you make in that room over there.
May I go acquire a companion first? Someone I
No.
can enlighten in the ways. Oh,
Because we'd have to open up the doors, and I don't have the filter to put on yours. Or mine.
True. Well, it'd spice things up a little bit at least. Oh well. Yes, I'll see you in about 15 seconds.
This group is...
And as you walk away, you see that I like do something and the backpack just falls to the ground behind me. And I open it up and I pull out these things that look like wax cylinders with a little metal piece on the bottom, and I'm pouring these powders into and going, oh, that was too much.
Patrick's gonna blow up another drain.
He's like trying to pour it into this horn. No,
I
that's
can't
too
have any
little.
trains in any of my stories.
And then you see him take out a bunch of ball bearings. Yes. Now for the part that always goes wrong.
Oh,
Where's the heating
Oh,
lamp?
yes, let me close the
Where's
door
the heating
first.
lamp?
Good luck, buddy.
And it's about 15 seconds later, you hear a little, oh! Why does it keep happening?
The inside of this car, I guess you could explain, Patrick, since you designed it. Would you like to explain what this looks like, or would you
Yes,
like
I
for me
would
to?
love to explain what this looks like.
Go ahead.
This is all very, very, very minimalist.
Oh,
I don't know if you've ever seen the inside of a Tesla. There's not much going on.
that's true.
Yes. It is all a very, just like my house, sterile, white, and gray.
Copper and leather, sure, but yeah.
Yeah, but the copper has been painted,
Oh,
and the leather has been dyed white.
and that would mean it would smell real bad. You know how bad those paints and stuff and dyes were back then? It's probably still smells really bad of formaldehyde and other
yes.
really bad chemicals.
Yep. There is a very nice leather couch that is, you guessed it, white. There is a nice mahogany workbench that is now has black burns on it. There is no paintings or anything on the walls. The walls are white. Whatever was brass has been painted gray. And then there's the two little bedrooms, like little cabins.
Mm-hmm.
And yours you have decorated however you want.
I have.
And you have never seen inside of mine.
And
I don't
the-
want to.
And the table that is there is it's a glass table that's in like a little coffee table in front of the couch.
The doors would all be manual doors. They would not work on their own. You would have to excuse me. You would have to
Yes.
kink, you know.
And of course the workbench, anytime that we hit like a really bad spot in the track, it just makes a bunch of noise because there's all like the wrenches and the screwdrivers and everything and
Yeah.
all that.
There are they're very rare. I say very rare. Only elites would have them. They're illusionary discs, which are just like holograms. You obviously would have one. And it pops up bulletin news stories, right? So they're like little holograms. The little hologram disc is made of copper and gears, of course, and then it would just whoop, and it doesn't illuminate really. It's literally an illusion, but it's an illusion of like a newspaper in a way,
Mm-hmm.
with writing on it and stuff, and every now and then it could have a voice to it, but it's very what's the word? These things, the sounds. I keep wanting to say sonogram, and it's not that. Wow.
Phonograph.
Yes, very phonograph.
Tinny.
Ooh.
Choppy sounding, far away. Yeah, very, very noisy, grainy sound. And there's not a long message usually, if there is one, which is rare if there is. But in your lifetime, you've heard a news bulletin or two that has some voice to it, audio to it. But most of the time, it just kind of pops up what's big news going around, sort of stuff. So I'm sure you have one of those in there. That would be, there's the pocket ones that you can carry with you, and then there's what they would call personal at-home use ones that are more of a rectangle, not very big, probably like this big. So then when
Well,
it
now that
pops
I know
up, you
there's
can
a
view it.
personal one you can carry with you, I imagine there's like a little holder sewn in on my robe right here. And I forgot to mention I do have the beard.
Yeah, well, of course, I
Yeah.
figured that.
And it's like sewed in, like a holder sewed in, and it's just like clips in, like right here for everybody to see. I got one.
Yeah,
Oh.
those are only afforded to elites.
Krum. Hey, don't sweat it out there, big guy. 1 in 5 majors. It happens to everybody.
I'm not even trying to perform magic.
Well, there's your problem. Now keep it
I
down.
am an invent. Fine. Maybe I'll try. Instead of just dumping the thing on the hot lamp to melt the wax, I'll heat up one of the flatheads and use it to melt the wax over. We'll see if that works better.
Ooh, about hot wax. Oh, another time. And this is all through the door.
Yeah.
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 Because I'm
And,
sure it's just like a copper door.
And this time there is no explosion.
Good job, buddy.
But what there is there's an excited and then the cabin gets very loud as I drop a window.
Yeah, because you could.
Yep. And then you hear a very loud noise. And then the window closes. And then another
Oh, goodness.
You're very acquainted with those sounds, I'm sure.
I am. Good job on whatever you did. Now shut up. Please, of course.
Fine. And then you hear another noise of little gears grinding and a liquid going into a glass. Because I have a hand crank of mead.
It's true. Yep,
Yep.
you would.
Yep. And then it gets quiet.
And the door opens. He has a bloodied knife in his hand. You just killed the mood with everything. I'll take a glass too. And he just tosses the knife back into his room.
Why are you looking at me? I don't know why you're looking at me. I know what this man does. I'm not surprised.
And he comes over and sits down on, the leather chair. Because I imagine it was probably built for a dwarf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
bed's a little too short, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your feet definitely hang off.
And so that he finally finds a way and he slumps in it and with his legs sticking out.
Under the
Because, I mean,
glass coffee
you're
table.
not a big guy. You're not a very tall guy, but
No.
you're much bigger than this man.
Yeah, 5'6", so I got a good foot on you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't smell like formaldehyde anymore.
Oh.
It definitely smells like,
I love this
Burnt.
Burnt
new
charcoal
aroma.
and other...
and phosphorus and
Yeah.
other
Ooh,
stuff.
I do love the smell of burnt
and phosphorus.
and phosphorus.
You would enjoy
So,
that.
yes,
smell
what
as
are
well.
you drinking here, my lad?
Oh, well, it's one of the latest brews from my oldest boy's new meadery that he's opened. It definitely needs some more time to sit and refine, but somebody has to taste test at some point. It is a wonderful black cherry mead.
Oh, well, taste test me away, sir.
No, of course.
Now, is this the son that's in the district we're going to? Is your wife one of them there?
No, this is Brock's Jr.
Oh,
The meadery is still in District 3,
oh right.
but when his mother left me, she did come to District 1.
Oh, that's wonderful. I hope that we can see her.
No,
No. Oh, okay. That
No.
was quick.
she still thinks she's entitled to the riches I gained after she left me.
I see. There's nothing like a woman scorned. I would know.
Anyway, tell me what you think.
Nice smell. It's good.
It's not good.
It's wonderful.
good.
It
No.
just really puts a pep in your step.
Yeah.
But it's also, I say it's mead. This is more like 80 proof, like,
This is rubbing
Bourbon.
alcohol, huh?
yeah.
This
This
is
is very much
isopropyl
more
alcohol.
like moonshine. And we just label it as mead and sell it, as you know.
Nothing like a Mulan to just kind of half do a job and then get paid for it. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll have to tell Mulan Jr. that, it needs some tweaking, but it's...
Oh, it just needs to age more down in the caves.
Yes.
He's got this wonderful thing where he takes the mead from the copper stills. That is not how you make mead. Take the mead from the copper stills, and then he puts it into this wonderful new container that he has.
Oh.
That is much more airtight. It's this new phenomenon that we've taken. We used to use it in pipes, and they told us no more. But now we are making the actual sitting vessels that this ages in. Just the wonderful lead cask.
Oh.
Very cheap, easy to produce.
Oh, that's wonderful.
If they start to leak, we just throw it back in the smelter, make a new one.
It's environmental friendly. That's wonderful.
Yeah, nobody would know about mercury poisoning or lead poisoning or any of those things right now, I bet.
Which is why I think the taste just hasn't developed yet. It hasn't got to absorb enough of the nutrients out of the metal.
The chemical taste of that is rough.
May I make a suggestion? I am a bit of a brewer myself. Very minimal, I assure you. I'm not a competition. Could you try, I don't know, anything other than a lead barrel? Wood? Concrete?
Getting the wood
Concrete.
down into the cellars where it's made in the dwarven hole is not as cost-effective as the lead.
Well, you gotta think about cost, so...
But thankfully, we have a wonderful pump that we don't even have to pay to get the lead cask out of the hole. We've run a lead pipe straight up with a nice hand crank, and we employ a very lovely, grimy coalition of young children to turn those crank handles 24/7.
Hey, builds character.
It is. You should see their arms.
Oh, I bet they're massive.
They're about 9 years old, but the arms bigger than a 12-year-old's. It's massively impressive.
The longer I think about this, the more worried I am about how it's going to go on YouTube. But that is, exactly how the world's working right now. You're right. Keep going.
Well, I'm sure Braxton Jr. will get it all worked out, and yes, aging will help.
Now, if he decides to move the whole operation topside, then the lead would be too expensive, and he'd probably go to the oak casks. But for now, he's still a dwarf that prefers not the sun.
Or what you all can see of it from the smog.
I mean, we're in the... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, that uncharted territory smog, I don't think that's fog. I think that's just everything rolling over the... I think this was created.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it takes you all... Honestly, the majority of the travel isn't in the Uncharted lands. It's pretty evenly split between each place. So by the time that you get to the border wall to District 1, you are stopped again, of course. And checks again, as normal. This one is a little bit more thorough because you're in District 1 now. And they only kind of know you when you bribe them off, which I'm sure you do.
Oh, I set the coinage on the table.
And then act like you don't see it.
And act like I don't see it.
They still take it because they know at least that you're an elite enough because you're obviously in the front of the car. They just get money if they want money. They only take their job a little bit more seriously because they're now responsible if something happens with you and they have to say, yeah, this guy from District 3 did that, which you all would have badges you have to show where you're from so that they know what district or wherever you're coming from.
Into this side.
Perfect. that you have to show them, like, this is where I'm from, and it's like an ID card. So it would have,
It's my passport.
yeah, it has your name on it. It has the emblem of District 3 on there, your height, weight, what race you are, that sort of stuff, what your occupation is, why you're traveling. It is literally a passport. But they would be liable for what you brought or did while you were there because they checked you. And not that they necessarily would get in trouble per se, especially if you were an elite, but they don't want to have to go through all that. It's more like they just want to avoid paperwork.
Yeah.
So they check enough under cushions and stuff like that, not super in depth. They don't really talk to you. I'm sure one of the officers asks what you're here for, but past that, they don't really care.
Dudes?
Yeah.
All dudes.
All of them. They're all human. There might be one that's like a half elf, but most of them are human. Some more humans than not that you kind of run into, but yeah, and that one's half. There's maybe a half elf. They're all wearing similar attire to District 3 border guard, but these guys have like side fabric. I wouldn't say capes because they're not like draped over their arms. It's just kind of like a nice piece of fabric that comes down from the shoulder. They have brass shoulder pads. The constable still wears the same kind of cap, but they have the District 1 emblem on it, which is a lot more ornate than District 3. And then they might, instead of wearing District 3 was wearing more of a green, like an army kind of green. District 1's wearing more of a dark navy. And then they have a fabric that comes off that's like a light blue color. But other than that, they're all kind of wearing similar garb. You can tell they're border guard. But yep, they check everything. They don't really speak any at all. They do keep respect at least. But there's probably 3 of them, so there's the constable who stands at the door, and then the 2 that come in and check around. So.
And they take their monies.
They do absolutely take their money.
And they don't take anything else.
Nope, they take credit. They take the credits you laid on the table, and then constable wishes you a good evening and a good stay in District 1, and not to make any messes at all. And then leaves. And does the same thing again for the next couple of cars. They're a lot more rough on the people in the back than District 3 was because they're
they don't have anything to take.
Yeah. So you hear some mild grumblings and maybe some women shouting or crying, and then everything goes quiet. And then you go right back in.
Damn. Maybe I got into the wrong line of business. Sounds like they were having so much fun back there. Oh, well. Once we're in District 1, I'll just make my own fun. Yeah. Respectfully, of course.
For the church, of course. But as you all pull in, you can tell from the windows and everything. District 1 is very different looking than District 3. District 3 is a lot more full of poorer areas. District 1 doesn't have nearly as many, and their architecture, while modern with copper and all that, is very traditional. So it has what you can think of as Greek architecture. So it has like a Colosseum way off in the distance, a lot of very granite marble statues. It has a lot more waterfalls, trying to be a little bit more natural, but very integrated with the copper, brass, steampunk, and everything. But the walkways are, more cobblestone than what you see in District 3, which is rougher and all that because you have a lot more land. This is a lot smaller than District 3. You see a lot of elves walking around, a lot of humans, Ganassi, a tiefling here and there. There's a lot higher-end people in District 1 than there is in District 3. It's a lot harder to run into a ghetto area, or a... I'm going to get kicked off of YouTube for saying that, I guess, but that's the kind of term it is. It's a lower-class area. But anyway, there's a lot less of that than what you all are used to in District 3. But you would be aware of that and used to that. You're still getting used to that. And everybody is wearing modern, nice clothing. So as you pull into, it's going to take you about another 3 days to get to the capital. You're at least riding through a town, city area now. It's now in more of a metro than the uncharted lands that you were in before. So
Nice.
you see different, what's the, I guess it's kind of like an air balloon, not an air balloon, a blimp. It's more of a blimp that has, that's the word, right? The
Yeah.
big balloon. Okay.
Yeah.
When I said I
the
kept
Goodyear blimp.
Yeah, when I kept saying it, it sounded like a fake word. And attached to it is obviously like a copper brass car overhead and everything. And there's like maybe 2 or 3 of those just kind of chilling around, doing their thing. You see different people doing jobs. You see, of course, the same smog in the air. It's not nearly as bad here because it's obviously smaller. But obviously industry is still industry, and you can see billowing smoke coming from factories and all that sort of stuff. So
I can't wait to get off of this train.
Why, this has been wonderful for my productivity.
It's been wonderful for you, but I'm stuck in here with you.
What's wrong with that? We've become great friends in the past 3 years.
We are good friends. You are my bestest friend in the whole world. Okay, bestest friend in District 3. Yeah, yes.
All right. So, here's what I wanted to show you.
Oh, yes, you've been working quite a lot during this
I have
trip.
been working. So, in the first few days of
Yes.
this trip, I had that accident with the hot plate, and it kind of made a little smelly mess.
Yes, made the room smell nice.
Yes, I have made a contraption to help with this whole process of making my cylinders.
I see.
Yes. So, and he takes you over to the workbench.
Mm-hmm.
And there is, on the back of the workbench, there's a small little conveyor belt, the little crank. And there is wax with a candle next to it. And as he starts turning it, the conveyor belt goes. It brings the candle closer to the wax.
Ooh.
The wax melts down,
Yes.
and it goes into what looks like a mold.
Oh.
And then the mold sits there, and it turns over. And whenever it turns over, this little piece of metal comes out, gets stamped. Something gets put up from underneath. The wax goes on top of it. It moves over. This press comes down, hits it. It moves over. Something opens up. Powder falls into it. It comes over.
Mm-hmm.
This press comes down.
Oh my
There's a little wad of like cotton that goes down.
Patrick's a genius for coming up with all this crap.
And then it moves over again. And then all these little ball bearings fall in. And then it moves over again. And then there's this plate with candles that are like around it.
Yes.
The candles move out of the way. It comes down,
Oh.
smashes down on the top, comes up, and he picks up and goes, "Wonderful, isn't it?"
Yeah. Yes. What is it?
I haven't named it yet.
Oh, good. Yes. That was interesting, to say the least. A little disappointment with some of the maneuvers, though you can later. I'll tell you later.
Well, I'd like to get it reduced into a smaller, more of like instead of this type of thing and a whole bench. I'd like to get it more down to like a this
Oh,
motion.
a single crank.
Well, it'd be a single crank for each station, but it would rotate the station.
Ah. Well, you're the businessman. You're definitely the engineer.
Yes, I'll just have to. Oh, whenever we get back home, I'll have to remember that here because, to be honest, I forgot about this entire project because I haven't been on the car for so long.
Oh, yes. I would highly recommend a notebook of some kind. You can, jot your thoughts down, sketch a corpse, all the good stuff.
But I only have room for one book on me at a time. And as you know, it's taken up by my mage hand. He smacks his chest and the ropes, flings open briefly and the ting!
Oh, that one gets me every time.
Then it's the hand on the spring with the book, and it's open to a page with all the spells that you wrote down for me.
Oh, yes, that is the most important book that you will ever acquire.
I'm sure are very real spells and not just random letters that Adon has written down for you.
Well, it says, fireball
Uh-huh.
and magic missile.
Yes, and I've written
And
the
underneath of it
arcane
says,
words underneath.
shout fireball and concentrate real hard.
And of course,
And then it
on
moves
some
to
of
magic
them,
missile.
and of course, on some of them, he has semantics that you must say aloud, which are utter gibberish to you.
Yeah.
As someone who's still learning magic.
Yep. And then he just kind of grabs the hand and shoves it back in. As it shoves in, it closes the book, and you just.
I'm sure it's
Clink.
all those spring sounds. Clink, 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 clink,
Yeah.
and then clink. Yep.
I love it.
You're like a walking clown.
I'm a wizard.
Exactly. Tomato, tomato. Am I
And
right?
I know the old magic is a little hard to recite for some people, but you've picked it up quite splendidly.
It's all thanks to the church giving me such a wonderful man to teach me.
Oh yes, the church. Yes, I love that place and its people, and I get to work with you.
I know, it's wonderful.
And all that wonderful coin that you send my way. Speaking of...
Yes, I did run by Malone Financials before we left
Oh, good.
to make sure that we had plenty for buying the books that we are coming, your allowance that I am to give you, as per our agreement of friendship and tutorage,
Yes.
and my own spending money.
Splendid. Just wanted to make sure.
Yes, and you know what? Our stop is coming up. I might as well give you it now, so that way nobody sees what you are carrying. And he opens up a drawer, he pulls out a wallet, and hands it to you.
Oh.
Yeah, what you're afforded is insane.
Well, the gods bless you, sir.
It's like Smeagol.
Do not spend it all at one place.
No.
As I
There's
still
many
have
ladies
not
available for that.
set up my own financial institutions here yet. And getting a note of writ to get money out of these banks has been a hassle.
Oh, yes. A lot of paperwork and blah.
Yep.
But anyways, we must go find our wonderful bookseller.
What you all see as you're pulling into the capital city is a beautiful domed building as you're pulling in. And you know that this is the station. This is the train station. And as you pull in, it is a beautiful, wonderful building. On the outside is where you pull up. And when you get out, obviously you take your things. They will set the train aside. Yours specifically, because it's not going to be on the train that they take back. But they will set your car aside. And when you all walk in, because I'm sure you have some bags on you, maybe not many, but enough. And you walk into the train station, and it is a large domed building. And it has stained glass windows up top that are lined with copper that allows beautiful light to come in. And this place is gorgeous. There's obviously some steam and some smoke coming in from the trains. It's very warm in here from the sunlight. And obviously, air conditioning is not a thing. So it's very warm in here, especially with the amount of people, because there are so many people coming in and out, people who are working there, constables who are checking people, making sure that there's not anybody weird there, and make sure everything's okay, because the only kind of bad guy is a poor guy here. Is a beggar somebody
That
who's
is
trying
the
to
worst crime you could commit.
somebody who's trying to create crime. Those are the bad guys. And so there's many officers standing around. There's train conductors. There are people who check tickets. There are people who check passports here. It is bustling. And in the middle is a very beautifully, finely crafted marble and copper clock. It is sundial on one side and actual moving hands. An actual clock, analog clock as we know it. Of course, the times and stuff are a little funky just because this is a different world, but as we would know it, it's a normal clock. And so it tells you that it is exactly about 6 o'clock in the evening. So everything's kind of winding down. But a lot of people are coming and going still. You know that the train station is obviously very busy 24 hours. So passing through, making sure you two are trying to stay together because it is, like I said, bustling. And it seems kind of everywhere. Like there's no real coordination to where people are going. But it makes sense at the end of the day. So you all are able to get out, unless you wanted to do anything specific in here.
Pardon us, man of the cloth, man of the church coming through. Make way for Master Mulan.
And to you, it seems like, yes, that's working. To you, nobody's paying attention to you.
You're just pushing people out of the way, and I'm like,
No,
oh,
yeah.
yes, they are parting for me.
Yeah. You reach out and move people aside, yeah.
Grab the baby stroller.
Trip a man here, trip a kid there, yeah.
They are prostrating before my greatness.
Exactly.
This is wonderful news.
Exactly. You very much feed into whatever ego this man has.
I know him very well. We've been together for so long at this point.
Although the constables and stuff do know who you are, so they don't stop you to check you or anything. And once you all get to the doors, you're able to pass through, and you're now in District 1, which is a very beautiful place when you're on the ground. The air feels a little bit lighter here. Not by a lot, just enough that you can be like, oh, that's what air smells like.
Smells weird here.
It does.
Don't like it.
What is the mode of transportation around here?
It would be cart, copper cart. I think it would probably be pulled by either a horse or, for innovative purposes, they're trying to come up with steel horses. I say steel. Copper, brass, mechanical
yes.
automatons.
Where they look like horses and they walk?
Yes, they're automatons, though.
Cool. I don't want to shoot that because it definitely has solar-powered generators that are not solar-powered.
It's a steam-powered horse. It has probably water power, honestly.
That's steam-powered.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking like it doesn't, so you can't see much steam, at least when it's moving. Usually when it stops, then it kind of...
It vents.
It just
Yep.
psst, and that's it. Not very...
Like right out of the nostrils.
Yeah, out of the sides and the nose, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, and it comes with a covered cart, like what you'd see in Regency films.
I will flag one of those down.
Wow, this place is swanky. It's been a while since we've been back.
There's a lot more marble here. Like I said, very traditional Greek architecture.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the dwarves here spend most of their time just quarrying enough marble to make their new statues. It's a very nice enterprise, one that I wish District 3 could get behind, because every time we find some, they're not interested. And it's too expensive to ship it over here for profit because, they just pull it out of the ground here. So if you ever need marble, I have many caves full.
And granite. It's marble and granite, but yeah.
Well, that sounds like a marvelous idea.
No!
I thought you'd like that one.
That's why we raised your allowance, dear boy.
Oh, again. Oh, thank you.
Well, did you not feel you know what? Never mind. We need to get to a place of suitable rest.
Agreed. It's getting quite late,
And I will just stand there on whatever looks like a sidewalk going.
Yeah, there's not really sidewalks, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, it works. You pretty much just hold your hand out and hope you're not in the way of a oncoming cart, really.
Patrick, don't die.
This weather is playing havoc on the back of my throat.
Yeah, it is on my knee, too.
It's
bad.
been tricky here.
But you're able to flag down a mechanical horse with a cart. And from the horse itself, you hear, "Welcome, sir. The
Oh,
cart is ready." And there's
What?
there's a little slot right on its hip that you can stick a credit into. And you know that the credits equal mileage, pretty much, how far you go.
I'll take out like 3. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Take me to
And then
your
you hear the
finest.
door unlock from the inside, and you guys can open it up and get in.
I
It fits like 4 people.
Yeah, I hoist your bags in.
And
I am kind of your errand boy a little
Oh,
bit.
oh, yeah.
and me getting in is quite comical because I've got to like go in sideways, get like the arm and the leg in, and then like
And it's also a step up.
turn.
A little 2-step
yeah.
thing will come down, but it doesn't reach fully to the ground.
Yeah,
So
go
you have to
first.
step up
Yes,
like a small man in a big truck.
yeah. And then I've got to like
Hold-
wedge
hold.
myself in and get the backpack around.
Hold my shoulder. Come on.
Oh, no, no, oh, thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
Take me to your finest living establishment.
Yes, sir. And yeah, it's real swanky on the inside. Obviously, the majority of it is copper and what's like a wood, a nice cherry wood. And on the inside, it has a nice marble granite inlay with some gold and copper and stuff. Really nice red velvet curtains on the inside. And there is a button that is like an emergency stop, but it's mostly if you see something outside and you're like, wait! And you can press the button and then the mechanical horse will know, the automaton will know when to stop.
I would like to check this carriage for any dropped items inside. You know,
Sure.
people's pockets sometimes slip.
They are nice velveted cushions. So yeah,
Ooh.
nice
Oh,
red velveted cushions.
wow, Jonas.
No.
What did you
That was
roll?
a natty 20.
God.
Let's see. Investigation?
Yes.
That would make it a 22.
For the love of God. You recognize, I'm sure you've been in here before, you've been in these carts like once or twice before, and about on your last trip back, before you could really dig through it, you noticed that the seats are actually compartmentable.
Oh.
Not that many people would know that. It's more like they take it out so they can clean the cushions, but I'm sure things have slipped in there before. And so I'm sure you scoot over to sit next to the what is left of the room, but beside Braxt, and can pop up the cushion. And there's a plethora of different things in here. There's a kid's shoe. There's a sock in here. There's like crumbs of food. There's, a pocket watch. I'm sure there's a couple of different pictures of family. And of course, it's like the really old pictures. The snapshots, right? That burn
right.
into
it's
film.
Old time, so you can't smile. You gotta.
yeah, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. So there's a couple of different those. There's a pocket watch. I'm sure that you can find definitely a couple of credits. Some gold credits are in there. Some
Family
copper credits.
photos.
Yeah.
Definitely
Sure, there's a
taking
wedding
those.
ring in
Ooh.
there. There's some earrings, maybe. Just anything that you can think that you would find in somebody's couch. A pen, a pencil, some papers, some
Definitely
wadded up
taking the
notes.
wedding ring
Yep.
and the earrings, and of course the credits.
Yep. Just pretty much anything you think somebody would accidentally then fall out of their pocket or fall off them in some capacity. It's like a amalgamation of, wow. All right. So yeah, you just scoop your hand in there, put it in your pocket.
And I would like to be
Wonderful.
looking out the window for any bookshops.
Yeah.
Or shops that claim that they sell magical relics.
Not many are going to say that, but there are plenty of bookshops. And I would think that it's further away, so you wouldn't pass that. But there's a bookstore or two in the capital city, which you're in the part of the capital city that you're in. Because you're at the very beginning. The capital city is real big. Because again, this map looks very small. These districts, while they look small,
they're
big, massive. And so that's the reason why District 3 is so big. So I would say like a district is literally the size of Rebellion. That's how Rebellion's very small, but that's how big the districts are. They're very big. So you're just in the very front part, very beginning part of District 1. So you haven't even reached the center of the district. Like the center of the capital city of the district. So yeah, I would say at the beginning here you'd probably run into a bookstore or two.
I want to roll for my feeling of if they are where I need to go.
Of course.
Let me
Your magical essence, of course. You're
my
going to see
magical essence. Where are you? There you are. What would you like me to roll or add to this?
your arcana, of course.
An 11.
Look at you. I would say the first one, you don't really have time to tap into your magical potential. And so, of course, that one passes you up before you can really get a good feel of it. But by the time the second one rolls around, for some reason, you get that itching in your pants again, which you know to be your magical prowess.
I smack that button.
Yeah. And the horse pulls off and stops off of the main part of the road, of course. And I say road, it's all just cobblestone, but they are designed to know specific areas.
Mm-hmm.
So it stops, and of course you don't know what's going on.
This isn't the right place.
No, but if you look out this window, I have a very magical feeling about this bookstore.
Oh, good. That's wonderful that you're starting to sense things.
Yes, go on, out. Help me down.
All right, hold your horses. All right. Now, squeeze that way, turn. No, crash.
Oh, he pass himself off, readjust. He's got his staff. All right, cross the street.
You all would also see that at each stop, or every so often, there is a copper brass automaton that is a person-ish.
Ooh.
It's very rudimentary, though. You can see, obviously, some of the piping and stuff that goes into making them. They're not very slick or clean. They don't have clothes or anything. They are very rudimentary creatures. And once you stop, one comes over and says, "I will watch your things for you." And so you know.
Thank you, my boy.
Stand by your cart and make sure that nothing gets stolen, because things will get stolen.
And then into the bookstore we go.
And that's where we're going to take a break. Or, for everyone else's knowledge, the end of the first part.
Yeah.
Did you like it? I hope you liked it. We worked hard on this.
Yeah.
I'm liking it a lot.
It is.
One, this world feels so cool. And so, it has that perfect steampunk feel.
That makes me feel so good.
And I want you all to know that I am very concerned about this character that I am going with. But anyways, we have more things to tell you that are not important about that.
Oh my god.
And do you know what those are? Yes, those things are.
What are they?
You can find all of our wonderful things. We've got sci-fi.
What?
We've got a wonderful Wicked West. We have, well, I said sci-fi, but we've got two parts of the sci-fi for you Star Wars nerds. Yes, for you Star Wars nerds. There's a wonderful duet. Wonderful duet
Wonderful
that these two
is it.
have absolutely done wonderful things with. And you need to watch it.
You
The
do.
other one is my love child to the world called Ark. Outer Rift.
It's true. That one is also really
That
good.
one was awesome.
You should go back and look at it if you are a fan of the Halo and or sci-fi person shooting genre. I tried to put that in a tabletop, and it was wonderful. You should go check it
really
out.
was.
It translated
Yes.
really well.
And if you want to know some of the backstory lore of our inside jokes that you heard in this episode, you should go back and watch the wonderful
Treachery, a governor's secret.
which was our debut out as this wonderful group.
It's really good.
You can find those on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. But there's also more.
There is more.
There is. We are on the social medias. We have the Facebook page. We have an Instagram. We have a TikTok. We might even be on X.
Wow.
So if you need any updates or just want to follow along on some of the things that we post, that's where you get it. But if
You can also get it on Discord.
Yes.
Discord. I
Discord.
love Discord.
That is the place
Jonas does love Discord.
where
Like
it's
I do.
happening. You want to actually talk to Jonas? Discord. You actually want to talk to Courtney? Discord.
Don't talk to us.
Oh yeah, no, you're not on Discord.
Yeah,
with us.
You're there for Meatball.
You are there for Angry Meatball.
Yeah, you
Yes.
Trust us on this.
Yes, you are.
He is not a part of the group, but he is an honorary part of the group.
He is. He is our Discord gold. I've never met this man in person, but my God, he runs that Discord.
He really does.
He runs that Discord. So you want to get involved with an angry meatball that is not very angry and is also lovable? Discord. You've got some sci-fi awesome fantasy artwork that you just want to share? We have an artwork page. You paint minis? Show me them. We've got a page for that. You have ideas for campaigns or just a funny thing that happened in your campaign? We've got an area for that. You need a question answered? Boy, do we got it.
We
You
have
need somebody just to
everything.
say that extra little word to the Lord for you? We got it.
We do also have that
Now then, the other thing we got is ways for you to spend your hard-earned capital.
on us.
Yes.
On us?
On us.
Whoa.
The first one and most exciting thing is if you've ever wanted Wayward Inquisition merch that was designed by a wonderful artist that also happens to be the DM of this campaign that we're doing right now, you should go to that Redbubble. We've got everything from Treachery. We've got everything from Ark. We've got everything from Star Wars. We've got everything of just random crap that you need. We've got the logos. We've got the shower curtains with Tyrell's face on it. Do you need it? Yes.
Of course
Yes.
you do. That's everyone does.
That is where you get it.
And Redbubble is well priced considering it's a
It's
custom
quality,
item, and also the quality is insane.
And the shipping.
surprisingly fast shipping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, every dollar spent is a couple cents in our pocket.
That's true. It is split, obviously, between Redbubble, but that's because they produce literally everything except for the artwork. So, I mean, it's not like I can complain. But we do get some of that money.
We do.
Yes.
Even if it's a couple of cents or a couple of dollars. That's more dollars
And
than
you
we had
should buy
before.
it because it's
You
awesome.
should.
You
The
really
next
should.
way to earn your hard-earned $1 is with that Patreon.
Mhm.
There's stuff on there that you can't find anywhere else. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but it may or may not include some custom-made characters, maybe a little bit of a subclass that was created.
I hope
Maybe
there's
some
some
monster
behind the
engines.
scenes stuff.
There could be. There
There
could
could
be.
be.
But
There
you know
could
what?
be.
You're going to have to
Mm.
subscribe to one of those tiers to get it. You really are. And the next one is my favorite one for you to spend your money. You can just go to that PayPal link and just send it to us.
Yeah. You just one day decide that, hey, my money doesn't need to be my money anymore. It needs to be their money. You just send us your money, and we
It's-
will take it.
It could
It's
be
the best
freely.
way.
Yeah, it could be $2, and we would love it.
Yep.
We would literally turn on one of these cameras and dance a jig. We would. $2 would make me dance a jig for you because I would be
Oh.
ecstatic and happy.
It would be really nice. Because all of it does not go directly to us. It goes directly to all this crap that we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Goes
Yes.
straight in the D&D PayPal that we have, and it stays there until we need something for this.
Because remember, We are sponsored by the Wayward Inquisition. We are self-sponsored. We have done all of this ourselves. And whenever I say all of this ourselves, I mean, Jonas says, yes, you should get that. Here's the funds. And then me and Courtney figure out how to make it work.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I have missed?
I don't think so.
Well then, here at the Wayward Inquisition, we always leave you in the exact same way that we always leave you. And that would be...
We just want you to remember that freedom always crits.
And go to church. Bye!